So we need to come up with something interesting to say yet again. Let's get into the gospel passage for Advent 4a. So Joseph finds out that his wife is pregnant, is trying to decide what to do about it, and settles on dismissing her quietly, essentially sending her back. And an angel intervenes and convinces him to go along with it anyway. This is kind of an interesting and different story for us, particularly when we love the Luke narrative so much more. But this one gives us a different way in, so we can't help but focus on this aspect of fatherhood. This is our one glimpse of Joseph, so we look at it and we go, let's talk about fathers, or else we're talking about adoptive parents. So this is an interesting opportunity to talk about those real life situations. And I feel like that is almost too tempting. Mary and Joseph become first mother and father to the baby king Jesus. And after giving birth, then they flee to Egypt. And then after they come home, Joseph essentially disappears from the story. This is all we have about him. So we put a lot into this story because it's all we have. We also like to talk about this from the frame of making a decision, that this is Joseph trying to make the right decision in a moment. Therefore, how do we make the right decision in a particular moment? Essentially, do we get married? Do we keep a baby? Do we go along with this? Do we support X, Y, and Z? It ends up being very rhetorical, very logical, and very argumentative. In essence, we ultimately treat this gospel like a character study rather than the gospel of Jesus Christ. Now, the grace in this text is pretty straightforward. God invites Joseph on a journey. The real grace is that God invites Joseph on a journey to our benefit. This is not about the right thing to do in a particular situation. This is a story about God's transformation of the world. And it's a story of God inviting Joseph to help participate and facilitate that coming to pass, that God transforms the world. And even more exciting than that is that God invites the displaced to participate in the transformation of the world. Because Joseph isn't just some dude. His ancestor is David. He has more right to the throne himself than Herod does. And his son has more right to the throne than Herod does. That is the centerpiece of this gospel, because what ends up happening over the next 2 chapters is that Herod gets paranoid and scared, sends people to go slaughter babies, and while that's happening, they're getting out of the country to flee to Egypt to be saved. This is about who is brought back into it. It is the displaced are given place again in the royal court of God. It is the bringing up of the lowly and the bringing down of the wealthy and powerful, as Mary sang in the Magnificat last week. This is not about a singular decision in a singular moment. This is about God's cosmic transformation of all things and our part in all of that. And that is a message worth sharing this week.